Hey guys, I'm putting together a night flare canopy, and this is kind of new to me. Been asking around, doing some reading, checking out some setups, and I think I'm ready to go. So I figured what I would do is get this on video and share this with you guys so we can kind of learn together. Looks really easy. You don't need a whole lot of ingredients for it. Picked up just a blank canopy for my 7HV, and this is the real cheap kind. So I think it was like 30 bucks. It should, stuff should stick to this real nice. You're going to need a soldering iron, solder, some goop to kind of cover up the wires when we're done, maybe some two-sided sticky tape, some of these little, I think they call these JST connectors, and you're going to need your LED lights. And for this I'm using, these are by Punch RC, and they're like 8 bucks for a meter, and they come in different colors. Label right on here, and the cool thing is they have 3M tape on the back, and these things are flexible. So what you do is you peel it, and then you're going to do your design and stick it, right down to the canopy. And once you get all that on there, then you're going to have to start connecting your leads. And what I'm going to do in this case, I've got this nice little thin gauge wire for some satellites. I cut this up, and there's a positive and a negative on each one of these, okay? And there are 3 lights, and then there's this little copper looking thing. There's a black line there. You can cut right on that and make that just a small section of lights, or go down as far as you want, or use the whole strip. Well, if you put them in different positions, let's say you've got a strip here and a strip here, you have to connect your positives and then your negatives, so it completes the circuit. And then you're going to, at the end, run one of these little guys and plug in your little 2S battery. Now the cool thing about these lights, you can run 2S, 450 milliamp, or you can even run a 3S. And it's my understanding that some of the guys are actually running a separate ESC, and they are putting it on a channel on their radio with a dial. So that allows them to control it just like a dimmer switch. So let me see if I can just show you here real quick what these are going to look like. So there we have blue, and this is running under the 2S. So what I'm going to do is, as I go through these steps, we'll stop, I'll videotape this and show you how it all goes together. Another product I wanted to show you real quick is this spaghetti mess here. This is a by a line, and this is a runs off 2S, and it's their night flyer line stuff. I don't know what you call it, but again, runs off 2S. It's flexible, so it makes it nice to you can wrap your tail boom with this stuff, and it looks good. I mean, it'll make the whole the whole package. Then the other thing I plan on doing, I have a little splitter here made, so I plug in my I'm going to plug in my 2S, and I will have, I can go to one side with this and one side with my LEDs, and even put a switch in there if I want. So alright, next thing I want to show you is I've got a canopy that's, let's see right here. I've gone ahead and put the lights on here. So this is our blank, and I went and did all my lights, and what I did was I've got white in here, and I got blue across the windshield part here, and I folded one side of it over, and I'm going to solder to this a long lead for a battery. And I went through and checked each of these, so everything's working good. They do make the corners fine down here. Of course, you got to kind of improvise a little bit, but this is going to look real good when it's done. The next step, when we come back, we are going to start soldering these up. And to make all this connected, I'm going to have to do, like I was saying, positive to positive, negative to negative, and then just keep, I think, the term daisy chain here, and connect all these together, and then have the final lead come right out here, so I can connect the batteries. But so far my total project cost is probably around, I think right here I've got, let's see, 8 bucks, 16, 24, 32, 40 bucks here in lights, and then looking at 30, 35 for the canopy. couple of bucks for the JST thing. So probably when it's said and done, probably about $85–90. Probably a price of a nice canopy, you know, to do all this yourself. But when it's done, I think it's going to look pretty good. When we come back, we'll do some soldering and we'll plug it in and take a look at the final product. We just finished up our soldering, and what I did was I took a JR satellite lead and chopped it up into the pieces I need. The wire gauge was excellent, and the JRs are black and red. Spectrum is orange and red, but all I did was I just connected each strip on one side, and that made a complete circuit for us. They come with these little droplets of solder on the LED strips, and you solder right to those. But what I like to do, I just tin the tip of the wire, and then basically you just touch it and just touch your soldering iron to it, and it'll connect it. Make sure you turn the heat down on your soldering iron, because you blow right through these things if you got it cranked up. The other thing I did was I connected a little adapter for my LiPo right here. And again, these can run 2S and 3S, and there is a significant difference. So we're going to stop here in a second. I'm going to run and goop this, and we're going to goop all the wires down so they're nice and flush to the canopy. We get no flapping around in the wind. And then the last step, we'll fire it up and show you what the finished product looks like. See you. Hey guys, I just finished up the goop job. Turned out pretty good. The stuff's like $4 at your hardware store. It dries out clear, and it's just like rubber cement, so if you get like little boogers on the side, just when it dries out, you just roll it off. I was sure to get all the little solder joints, and this stuff's not going to hurt your electrical connections at all. Just pile it on there. You want to make sure that you get these things protected in here real nice. That way when you're flying, you know, you're not stressing out your solder joints. You've got some protection on there. And again, all this little spillover here is just going to, you know, it rolls right off. So I want to show you what it looks like plugged in. Here's the, the final second, and here we go. So here we have our completed night fly canopy. Blue up top, white on the sides, and I'm running off a 2S pack right here, 450 milliamps, and this will take a 3S. I'll talk about that in another video, but this is our final product, and it turned out pretty good. See ya.